So imagine my surprise when I realized that the other side actually has feelings. Yes, in dealing with the angelic realm on a day-to-day basis, I realized that they are capable of being annoyed, frustrated, sad, feeling unappreciated by us sometimes. And so in dealing with those emotions, they asked me to create this video entitled, "Is it possible to annoy the angelic realm?" So I'm going to go through a list of things that, in my own personal experience in working with them on a daily basis, of what annoys them. Number one, yours truly. Yes, I annoy them because I am their voice. So in dealing with them, I am a mere mortal, an earthly being. And so the difference between us gets in the way sometimes. Pride, ego, doubt, fear, embarrassment, what have you, those don't exist on the other side. So sometimes my pride and ego get in the way, and that annoys them. When I do approach them with ego-based questions, they literally just sit there and stare at me. I can see it clairvoyantly where they're just like, dude, really? Another thing is I get in trouble for cursing because I'm a mere mortal, and cursing is actually negative energy. It's putting anger on our language, right? So I get in trouble for cursing. What else do I get in trouble for? I get in trouble basically for just being myself. I'm just kidding. No, it's, I get in trouble for misrepresenting them. Misrepresentation. I was on Reddit the other day and I said, all right, listen guys, I wrote a post that said, listen guys, paranormal experiences are like STDs. Nobody's got them, but then you drive by Planned Parenthood, there's a line going down the block and everyone's scratching, right? So the other side came through and they said, yeah, can you like please not compare us to STDs? We would really appreciate it if you like maybe took that post down. So I get in trouble for misrepresentation all the time. As their voice, as representing them, I gotta keep it clean. So I get in trouble with them all the time. So number one annoyance, me, yours truly. Yay. Okay, so number two, this drives them crazy. When they're dismissed. Obviously, I'm their voice, and online, social media, my YouTube channel, whatever, people will write comments saying, you know, with all due respect, why should I listen to you, blah, 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 blah. When I'm dismissed, it annoys them because I'm their voice, right? And so if they want to help people and they want to pull people out of the mud and hose them off and essentially save people who really need to get in touch with, that they need to get in touch with, who really need to hear the message, they get really frustrated when I'm dismissed. It's a problem. Like, I can't be dismissed, so I will feel this desperation of them just wanting to come through so badly to help the person. And it'll feel like this assertive, like, oh, we need to help them, we can't, almost like they can't reach them. So it bothers them when I'm dismissed, also known as them being dismissed. Number three, when disrespected. This is a tough one. And this actually affects people's karma, little do they realize. As the voice of the angelic realm, when they're mean to me, it actually does negatively affect their karma. Sorry, guys. It's harsh. It's harsh for both the angelic realm and me. I just look like some blonde girl sitting here talking, but I can assure you I am not. You know, another thing they're showing me is the Bible. Was God a total pushover in the Bible? You know, was Jesus a pushover if someone disrespected him? No. He was assertive, but he was assertive in a way that he just really wanted to help people. So if you disrespect, the messenger, again, the other side gets frustrated that they can't come through and they're not being taken seriously and they're being blown off, because really it is this effort to help people. Another thing is they'll get really, really protective of me. So I'll feel this like protective bubble kind of show up when people are mean to me. They see me as this little like fluffy bunny rabbit that's being attacked by wolves. And so they will step in with this like assertive energy that is like a loving, protective father, very, very paternal energy. They really have zero tolerance for disrespect. If this does happen, they will ask me to step aside. You'll see all over my YouTube channel where I just completely stepped aside, put it in quotation marks, and they came forward and started defending things that I've said or things that I've done, because everything I'm doing is per their direction. So they have a lot to say on the matter. If they directly insult the message, they will defend my actions and my words, because they're technically not mine. They're theirs. Number 4, this is a big one. Impeding goodwill. If you are standing in the way of them doing good, oh man, that's some bad news right there. The problem is, if I'm the voice of the angelic realm, and the angelic realm is trying to reach out to an individual or even the masses, and you're standing in the way and you're preventing them from doing goodwill, not only are you going against the angelic realm, right? You are aligning yourself with the dark side, because the other side consists of light and dark. So if you personally are impeding goodwill, you are going against light, which means you have just aligned yourself with the dark side. That is some bad news right there. So when someone is impeding goodwill, I will feel the other side get annoyed and frustrated with that. And then number 5, of course, is just flat out when committing evil acts. Acts of evil against other people. I will feel them come across as very, very strong and wanting to protect the person who's being acted upon. So again, it's like this assertive, aggressive, protective energy, but in like this loving, paternal way. It doesn't always necessarily feel like anger, but a paternal protection, love, but it does come across as very strong. All of a sudden they like kick it up a notch, and I can feel them, just that passion, but it's always, always, always to help people. And so, they're loving, and it's really what I'm feeling, that frustration, that annoyance is coming from a place of wanting to help people. And I would compare it to being on your way to help somebody that needs you, and then you end up getting a flat tire and you don't make it there. So you see how you wouldn't so much get frustrated with having the flat tire, but you would get frustrated that you want to help your friend and you can't be there for them. That's the way the angelic realm is. That's why they mostly get annoyed and frustrated. So I just wanted to share my experience in dealing with them. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a blonde girl sitting here talking.